Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to the Mini Prints 5th birthday celebration. And what you just saw there was our very first broadcast ever, which was January of 2022. So 3 years ago, just over 3 years ago. And I thought that would make a really fun little intro. Oh, hang on. We gotta mute somebody here who is okay. I might not be able to hear that. I don't know if you can hear that. All right. So I already have somebody down below. That's the exciting part. I don't know if you heard that, but tonight, um, we got so much to do, and it's going to be really exciting because tonight is all about you guys. And what I mean by that is rather than go through a typical mini prints monthly live show where I have a ton of things to do, I'm inviting all of you into the broadcast. So let's talk a little bit about that. We have a few things to do first, but stay tuned because our first participant is right there in the basement. I'm going to bring him up soon. And I thought it would be really fun. We got our second participant. Fantastic. Welcome. I'm going to start off by um, thanking a few people, recognizing a few people. Heath, you get the cookie. You were in, I believe, what does it say, 3 hours ago. So it did start now. I'm sorry you were waiting for 3 hours, Heath. Todd Armstrong was in next. Dan Pugach, welcome. Sean, Pennywise and Miser, Dave Hammer, John Plott, Nelson Allison, Adam Cruz. Uh, Hang on. I'm just going to mute people when you come in. If you don't mind muting yourself, that would be fantastic. Or I will mute you when you're in. We've got 3 guests in the bottom now. We can accommodate up to 12. Stephen has joined. Who else? Dave Kruzwick, welcome. Dan Pugach again. Anyone who has just come in, thank you so very much. We will get to you guys momentarily. But as you know, a few things have to happen. And let me get rid of that. And let me, get rid of, there we go, remove from scene. There we go. So as you know, step one, let's pick a beer. All right. We've got 4 beers in no particular order. 5-pin, a light lager at 4% alcohol. The delicious oyster stout coming in at 5%. A crowd favorite. I'm afraid none of these are new, but they're all good. Group of Seasons Greetings, the Canadian Pub Ale, which we've had on before. And the good old favorite, the Rush Beer. All right, so let's, I'm really thirsty and I definitely need a drink. So if everyone would like to quickly vote on their favorite beer, we can get the party started. Yesterday, April 1st, was Mini Print's 5th birthday. The company did start April 1st, 2020. I am super excited to have 5 years in business. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. There were a ton of birthday wishes on social media yesterday. I posted, and I really appreciate everybody who chimed in. We've got a vote for the Oyster Stout. You are definitely a man after my own heart there. Sean Rogers has said Oyster Stout. Keep voting the Oyster Stout because that's kind of what I want. Robin, wonderful. Oyster. All right. Darby, Oyster. I guess it is. Let's see what Steve says Rush. Heath wants a circus beer, which actually, I don't think it's circus. It's 5-pin. But we'll be talking about clowns in a moment. All right. Well, I think it looks to me like the Oyster Stout has won. My wife has said, what does she say? Oyster Stout because I know you love that one. Okay. Well, as per usual, Holly, you get the deciding vote. And thank you, everyone, because this is the one I want to drink. So I will drink this. And we just got another speaker who has entered the scene. Let me just, oh, everyone's coming in right now. I'm just going to mute a few people here. All right, there we go. If you do come in and you have an option to mute, that would be fantastic. If not, I will mute you. And let's go back to, where are we here? Okay. What is next? A little bit of housekeeping. Yes. All right. So, as I mentioned, what you saw on the intro was the first YouTube live broadcast from this space 3 years ago. We celebrated our second birthday here, our third birthday, last year, our fourth with sparklers and the hat. And this year is going to be our fifth birthday. I just want to sort of talk a little bit about mini prints by the numbers as I have my first sip. Cheers. Mini Prints is 5 years and 1 day old. In that time, we've had over 10,000 orders, close to 10,000 customers. Been around, let's see, we've been in, let me flip that, see if I can flip it. I want to go the other way. I want to go, let's see, let's do that. And then can't do it, but let me go, I'll go like that. 5 years, 1 day, 10,000 orders, 10,000 customers, 36 countries, and we have mini prints on every continent except Antarctica. So thank you, everyone. That has been, it's been quite a ride. I was thinking a little bit about what I was going to do for today, and I really wish that I could get that bigger. I don't know how to do that. Let's do that. No. All right. All right, let's go back to this. Hopefully you can still hear me when I go big. So I was thinking about what we could do. So I Googled tips for a 5-year-old birthday party. And I saw that there were all sorts of things. You could have a disco dance party. We could have an art party, water party. Then I thought, wow, let's have an awesome train party. And then I thought, okay, well, but the good news here is that there will be no tariffs or duties on mini prints. So happy Liberation Day. So that brings me to the open mic section. And I want to recognize all of you because really in the last 5 years, it has been an absolute fantastic ride. And rather than sort of go back and show you the mini prints that we've produced and tell stories, let's have an open mic. Let's invite folks in. And I know that there are going to be a ton of people. There already are a ton of people who want to come in. So I'm going to bring everybody in together, I think. We'll try this. Hopefully it'll work. And we can just, chat about mini prints. Feel free to share a story of something that you liked. Or really open mic. So the first I'd like to add to the scene, and hopefully this will work. Welcome, Dan. How are you?
Okay. Doing well.
There you are.
Yeah. I guess I should talk about my beer, right? It's tradition. So I've got Zabu. Oh, the blur is messing. Zabu by Switchback from Burlington, Vermont. It's a hazy
nice.
IPA.
Cheers.
Super good. Cheers. Yeah, I'm curious, and you don't have to answer this now. I want to know what customer I am because I feel like I'm from the beginning. I would say May or
Oh,
June of your first year.
very early. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um,
think the first two customers that I can remember, and I don't think I have customer numbers, but I know that Nelson Allison, who I noticed was here,
mhm.
and Hector Turner
Yeah.
were probably my two very first two customers. So I
Mhm.
don't know, like certainly in the first five or six, but I think Dan, I think you're certainly in the top 10. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
I,
And I don't have a list. I don't know if there's a way I can go through and find each individual number, but definitely early adopter. And thank you.
oh, no problem. I got to give some shout outs to both those folks you mentioned, as well as Dave Cruzwick and the Wileys, because I found out about you through the Wileys podcast.
That's right.
You know?
That was one of my very early social media appearances.
And, so much has gone on. I pulled some stuff thinking about this. We have the infamous guitar pick box.
Yep,
Because what are you going to do with all these except for put all your guitar picks in them, right? You know,
absolutely.
I've got ones full of couplers and the washer, Katie washers for couplers and different things. So you never know what you're going to reuse these for.
Brilliant. I'm going to add some more people in too because I see there were a whole bunch of people and then people dropped out. So I don't want people to drop out.
Oh, no
Um,
worries. And I
is
can always come back on, share time. I got a few things I want to tell you, but I don't want to.
Yeah, no, keep coming on. I'm gonna. There were a whole bunch of people, and I guess I lost them. And anyway, it's all yours now. If you were, come on back in. If you were in and then popped out, and I will add everyone back in as they come in.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll end real quick with I want to know everybody's favorite mini print that they purchased when they come on and talk with you. And I'm going
Okay.
to say my favorite was I bought the collab from Rapido, where I bought the Rapido car, but then I got from, is it Otter Creek Valley that you did
Yeah.
the
Otter
perks?
Valley. Yeah.
Otter Valley. This is my favorite purchase and I've done a lot. Like, I don't want to admit to my wife. Thankfully, she's at karate with our middle child right now, but I might be coming in on the $1,000 mark. I've got the collection of mini prints right
Wow.
down in the basement.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I want to hear what everyone else has to say. What was
Yeah.
their favorite mini print?
All right. Well, let's see who else. There were a whole bunch of people in the basement, and they're not there now. So hopefully, I didn't lose them. Whoops. Let's see how this works. Okay, here we go. Mike from Vermont. Let's add you to the scene. Mike, is your camera on? Are you there, Mike? Unmute requests have been sent to Mike from Vermont. Mike from Vermont, turn your camera on and unmute yourself and come on in and share with us. Mike from Vermont, turn your camera on and unmute yourself and come on in and share with us. Mike from Vermont, turn your camera on and unmute yourself. Well, I think we got a little technical problem there. Mike from Vermont, turn your camera on. All right. Who have we got there now? Oh, I think we lost Mike from Vermont. Oh, hang on.
I hear you.
All right, Mike from Vermont, let's add you to the scene.
I hear you.
Mike, turn off your background
I think
audio.
we're going to do it without a camera.
Mike, turn off your background
I think we're going to do it without a camera.
Mike, turn off. All right. Mike, we're going to come back to you.
Let me find a controller and turn the TV off.
All right, we'll see if they're. Steve, welcome. Are you there, Steve? There we go. Let me unmute you. There you go. Hey, welcome. All right, are you there? Is Steve there? Can I hear you, Dan? Are you still there?
I can see people talking, but
All right, I can hear you, Steve. How are you?
I broke it.
Uh-oh. It's not a Mini Prints Live without a technical issue. I can see you and hear you, Steve. Are you there?
I can hear Steve.
You can
It
hear
was
Steve.
working fine.
I can hear you, Steve. Thomas Grassi, welcome. Are you there, Thomas?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. Welcome. How are you?
Doing fine, thank you. Joining.
Excellent. Move your camera down. We can just see the top of your head.
Oh, that's okay. That's what the best part of me is.
There you go.
Yeah, I had it up doing something else the other day.
How are you, Thomas?
Enjoying retirement. That's one thing.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thanks for joining.
Yes. Yeah, and congratulations on your 5-year anniversary.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite mini print?
Well, those custom crew that I got.
Very nice.
Yeah, they worked really well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I know you're pretty much into 3D printing.
Yeah. I've been printing all kinds of stuff.
It's really changed the hobby, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it
All
helps.
right.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Good. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. I think we can fit 12 of us on at a time, so we're halfway
Woo!
there.
A full house.
It is. Mike from Vermont. Did we ever get Mike from Vermont? No. All right. Well, feel free to jump in. I will repost the. All right. Well, feel free to jump in. Whoever's got their audio on in the background. All right. Well, feel free to jump in. Whoever's got turn your audio off.
That's the phone. That's the phone.
Turn your audio off. All right. It was Mike from Vermont. All right. Well, listen. I'm going to share just for a second. I'm going to share how people can log in. So people can log in by going to tinyurl.com and then typing in mini open mic, or just scan the code there on the screen. So tinyurl.com mini open mic, and that should get you into the chat. All right, we're back. So Dave, what's your favorite mini print?
Oh man, this is going to be kind of a broad category, but it's got to be the mini-me's. I've got myself, I've got Dan, I've got Jason, I've got Michelle,
Yep.
I've got George, who I used your Lest We Forget to create a George statue.
Oh, hang on, let me make you full screen. That's awesome.
And you did the plaque for me, FNSM.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah, it's got to be the mini-me's. Probably the Sasquatch, just for sentimentality, because that's a mini prints that I have on George's layout.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then I just love those little pallet jacks, and the jackalopes, and of course the leg lamp. So I've got too many to mention, but those are right off the top of my head.
Wonderful. And
Yes,
here comes
yes.
Heath, getting ready for your big show tonight.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. How are you?
Living the dream.
What are you going to be doing tonight?
I'm going to be talking about Bay Rails because
very nice.
for me, people are asking what your favorite mini prints is. For me, it's not so much what you print, but it's the community that you built around Dr. Mini and the Mini Studio and all the fun and the antics that you've brought to this community over the last 5 years.
It has been a wild ride. And I mean, the fun element is really the best part of this.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that's one of the things I'm really missing, because I'm not feeling the desire to cross the border anytime soon, because this whole El Salvador thing, you never know where you're going to end up, and I don't think I really want to end up somewhere that I'm not going. And I've heard some crazy stories about Canadians, believe it or not, getting their cars vandalized in the States. Just shocking stuff, tires slashed and stuff like that. And there's so many shows that I want to come to over the summer. But I'm just not in any hurry right now to cross the border.
Bernard, Dan and I are going to be in Peabody in April.
In where?
In Peabody.
Yes.
And we wanted to throw you an invite, but I was reluctant because I figured you probably weren't too thrilled about spending your dollars in the States right now.
Well, and it's not even the economics. It's just, you
Say,
know, I mean, I don't want to get all political about it. I think we've already lost a few people due to politics, but it's not politics, it's the world we live in,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
So we'll be thinking of you there.
Thank you. I wish I could come down because Keith's 100% right. It is the community. It is
Yeah.
absolutely the people, and just hanging out and talking trains. It's a shame because I love the train community because we've never actually been political. And people seem to get um, come together over trains. But I guess we're living in a new world.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you're right.
Yeah, a different world anyway.
Maybe
Well,
it's time we come up to you.
well,
I would not be opposed to a visit Wonderland trip.
Well, how did you do that, Dave? You just got all sorts of sparkles.
Whoa.
What did you just do? Oh, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Did Holly do that or did you do that? Who's at the
You,
board?
you did that, Dave. You created some sort of crazy. Oh, now I did it. Oh my goodness.
Wow, you learn something every day.
This is amazing. Okay. Well, it's funny. I was talking to Sparky. I don't know if you guys know Sparky 107 107. And Sparky has a YouTube meet and greet every year. And it's always been down in the States, and we've never had one up in Canada. And we're talking about how much fun it would be to have a YouTube meet and greet up here. Because, I mean, for you guys, the whole country is like, I don't know, like 40% off. I mean, it's like ridiculously cheap. And there's so much cool rail infrastructure. So Sparky was up here on the weekend, and we were touring around, and we were talking about how much fun it might be to put together a Southern Ontario rail tour. So I think it might be fun. I think maybe a YouTube meet and greet up here, with a lot of rail infrastructure behind the scenes. I could get us into a really nice behind the scenes at Little Canada, which is kind of like a miniature Wonderland type attraction. We could do something fun with that for sure.
Did you
All
get us
right.
into the mini studio?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We could have a lot of fun up here. So I think that's a great idea. Welcome, Jim, and welcome, Todd.
Hey Bernard, congratulations.
Thank you. Hi, Jim. How are
Yeah,
you?
I know how hard you've been working. And man,
It's
you've made it work. It's great.
it's been 5 years of really, really hard work and a lot of fun, but it doesn't feel like work. It's pretty busy, but it doesn't feel like work.
That's right.
When
Yep,
you're doing something you love.
that's right. And you do it well.
Thank you. Yes, Nelson. Nelson, come on. You're one of the very first customers. I want to invite you on. Trackside Mike, you as well. Feel free to come on and join. Who else has come in? So, what's your favorite mini print, Todd? I know you've got quite a few mini prints.
Oh, I've got lots. I love all the industrial things like the air conditioner and transformers and just all of the stuff that makes the details pop on your models.
Nice, excellent. And I just saw something from Sparky that says, "Here, I'll be working on the Canadian meet and greet this weekend. Hope to announce it soon." So there we go. We got a little scoop right there. That's exciting.
Exciting.
So, Jim, where are you coming in from?
Well, I'm actually from a small town southwest of Pittsburgh
Excellent.
called Monongahela.
Very good.
Let's see. So, since I model modern era wheeling in Lake Erie, I love the modern era track crews guys that you have. They're essential.
Oh, well, thank you. That's awesome. Oh, and here comes an early customer. Welcome, Hector.
Hello there.
Excellent. We're just talking about you.
I got it figured out.
This is fun. I hope this is working for everyone. It's kind of nice to have a group chat. I've never done that before. I know that lots of people get on, for a weekly group chat, and I've always sort of, been, going through the PowerPoint presentation. So this is a lovely birthday present. I'm glad everyone's come in. I wasn't sure if people would want to come on or not. So this is great.
I think you should put yourself in the center, and then you can do the whole Alice thing from the Brady Bunch, where you look all around at all
Oh,
the
look at
people.
that. I can do that. I didn't know I could drag and drop.
More for Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Paul Lind.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, you're back. How are you? Okay, now this is the Hollywood Square shot right here.
There you go.
This is perfect. How many people here actually watched that show? Were old enough to remember it?
Oh yeah.
I
Paul
mean, they
Lynde
do
was
have
fun.
replays now as well, so you don't have to be that old.
Yeah, that's true. Do they replay it?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah. Um, let's see. I'm just going to look at some comments. So, Hector, you were like pretty darn close to customer number one.
Yeah, I can't quite remember how I found you. I think you must have posted your beavers or one of your early prints or something. And this was before you had the mini print company, and I reached out to see about getting a custom job done.
Yep,
And that was the shark jaws for my orca
I
that I
remember
was
that.
building.
I was actually just looking at that picture. I went back in the iPhoto library and found that picture from very early on.
Yeah, no, they turned out amazing. I couldn't get over the detail.
And it's amazing. I mean, that's one of the things I was looking at. How I was going to do this very involved retrospective of the last 5 years, and then I thought, too much work. Let's just have everybody on, and just the detail and the ability of the printers to print ever so small. I mean, it was great 5 years ago, and it's so much even better today.
Oh, you're definitely pushing the limit. Yeah, for sure.
It's unbelievable what can be pushed. I mean, you'll never see this, but this is something I just created. These are those little tiny stars that they use to
Oh,
hold buildings together.
yes.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, we're at the point right now where it's 0.3 of a millimeter is no problem. It's nuts. All
Hey,
right.
before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Hector and his Mountie and totem pole. Awesome.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I
It's
just
wonderful.
did that last night.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
And it's interesting because I don't know if I can add something to a scene. Can I add to it? Yeah, I can. Here we go. In the bottom corner. After this presentation, I like to go through and share. Where to go? Hang on. Share. There it is. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I will be sharing pictures from the YouTube the
Cool.
Facebook Mini Prints Modelers group, and there's Hector's fantastic
Oh, cool.
Mountie and totem pole.
Neat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
I
nice.
have to say what I found with the mini prints is that I've become a better painter because of them. In that, you're just painting so many more. As opposed to before, the details that you would get with a kid, it's like some barrels or a crate or something, and so it doesn't require a tremendous amount of skill to paint those up and get them to look decent. Whereas with your mini prints, they can be quite challenging. And so the more you're doing, the better and better you're getting. And so yeah, I've definitely found that my painting skills have increased because of mini prints.
Yeah, and it's. I think I agree with you, and it's kind of the. I wasn't a painter before I started printing, and it's turned out to be, I think, my favorite part of the hobby. Just
And
being,
and your tutorials, Bernard, have really helped me come a long way. You know, your recommendations for stuff like speed paint and techniques. So another more kudos to you.
well, thank you. I've just been learning as I go along and practicing, and it's fun. And I've always said, don't be afraid to try painting. If you buy a mini print and you paint it and you don't like it and you screw it up, I will happily send you a replacement. I will absolutely, like, no one should ever be afraid to try painting. The worst case scenario is you either spray paint it with primer again and you start over, or I'll send you a new one. Just all I ask is people pay the postage, and I'm more than happy, to send out another one. Welcome, Trackside Mike. Are you there? I see a picture. I'm not sure I hear. Let me see. Are you unmuted? Yes, you are unmuted. All right. Well, we'll see if Trackside pops in. I believe we can fit up to 12 people on the screen. So that'll be some very small squares, but it'll be a lot of fun.
There you go. You can hear me now.
I can hear you now.
Get on the
So that's
tracks.
Hold on. Yes. Say it, and we'll see if we can hear it.
keep it on the tracks.
There we go. I hear you. So how's
So
life?
there's some of my mini prints on my life. Good. Happy
let's
birthday.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Thank you. That looks great.
So there's the belt pack guys
Yep.
and Lionel Strain. I gotta get some rain from around the layout.
Yeah.
And then Sparky's over there by the CN police car.
What's he doing?
Rail fan.
Oh, yeah. That seems about right.
Another belt pack guy there.
Where is Sparky? How come he's not on here?
I don't know.
Sparky, get your butt over here.
And over here another rail fan. We turn on the lights.
Here, let me put you back on full.
Yeah.
Nice. I think that's my favorite is all the people. I think it's so much fun to oh that's great. Here.
Black Bear.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Nice.
And I even got the barbecue from you there too. By the
Oh yeah,
shop.
look at that. Perfect. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this was quite a thrill. So this is a Colorado Model Railroad Museum calendar, and if you look, you'll see some familiar faces standing on the corner there, and I think that's just so much fun, that we can, have all of our friends make appearances on our layout. And I know, Dan, you've made a lot of appearances with your guitar. That's been a very popular mini. Oh, there you go. Hang on, let's go big here. Give us a chord or something. Give us a strum.
I'm not even plugged in, but yeah.
Okay. Then there you go. We won't violate any copyright. That's perfect.
Exactly. No, that was a lot of fun, and that was a dream come true to be on my layout. Like I've been doing model railroading since I was born. I just turned 44 on Sunday, and I've been model railroading since I was a toddler with my dad in the basement. I was lucky to grow up in the 80s with a dad who owned a hobby store. Like, come on, that's everyone's dream here. You can be jealous. It's cool. And the stuff we can do now was never possible back then. So it's just amazing how we really do make our layouts alive.
We are living in the golden age now. I won't get political and talk about prices, but certainly we can do more now than we could ever do before. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That is absolutely for sure. Steve, are you there? Yeah, you do. It sounds perfect. So how you doing? Where are you calling in from? Excellent. So you're experiencing this lovely rain, sleet, snow, slush weather? For those who are not aware, we had rain, then snow, then freezing rain, then ice, then slush, and then rain again today. It's a mess. Oh yeah, a little. Sure, why not?
Definitely a crazy day.
It has been nuts, nuts weather. Although I was talking to Lucy earlier and asking her if she was going to join, Lucy from the NMRA, and apparently they're in a full tornado warning.
Oh,
So I guess a little snow and sleet isn't such a bad thing. If anyone would like to join the crew, I see some familiar faces there. Sparky, James Regier, Floyd Robbins. If anyone would like to jump in, Jennifer Howell, the tinyurl.com mini open mic is on a banner at the bottom. You're more than welcome to come in and share a pint or a story, or does anyone have any requests that they would like to see from Mini Prints? There's got to be a request out there somewhere.
Happy clowns to go along with your scary clowns.
See, I already got myself in trouble by using the clown word today.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Clowns are a very controversial subject, Heath. So, how do you know that the clowns that I have right now are scary and not happy? See, it's hard to
Because
tell
they're
with the
listed on your
clown.
website as Scary Clown 1 and Scary Clown 2.
They are scary, but they could be, some people could call them happy clowns.
I think you're arguing semantics now.
All right, I think we hit our full 12.
I know. I've got a request for you, Bernard.
Please.
So I model urban late 70s, early 80s, and I would love to see the guy with the trench coat open wide that's selling like all the fake Rolexes on the inside of his trench coat.
I love it. The only question is, in N scale, when you have a guy with an open trench coat, you might not see the watches.
Yeah, and it may get taken the wrong way.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't sure where you were going with that when you started. So,
all right. So we've just hit our 12, and I think there are a few people trying to get in. So if you're trying to get in, we're at our maximum. Yes, Todd?
Oh, I'll say goodnight and I'll
Are you
I'll
sure?
catch you later. I'll make room for more.
All
yeah,
right.
I did want to say, Bernard,
Yes.
you asked me before what my favorite mini prints are.
Yes.
But one of the things I found was, sometimes when I make an order, I'll get a few things that look interesting, but didn't really need or think that I needed. And it's funny how some of them have turned out to be some of my favorite things, like your garbage bags, for instance. Who'd have thought a garbage bag would, make much difference? But man, a little black spray paint on those and stick them on the layout, and that really adds to the scene. So I like ordering some of the stuff I wasn't intending to, and sometimes you get a nice surprise.
That's wonderful. Hopefully that inspires a new scene on the layout or something that you hadn't sort of originally considered.
For sure.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks
All
for
right.
popping in, Todd.
Congrats and have a good night.
And I know you're local to the area, so then when Sparky creates his Canadian YouTube meet and greet, we'll have a fun event to hang out at.
Awesome.
All right.
Sounds
Oh
great.
man, where's that going to be?
Hey, James, welcome.
Hey,
in Canada.
Yeah, we're plotting since Canadians are scared to cross the border. We're plotting a Canadian YouTube meet and greet up here somewhere sometime.
well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
James,
So
how you doing?
welcome.
Doing all right. Hey, trackside drink.
Look what I just printed out.
Oh yeah, looks like a combine.
It is.
Oh,
And it
nice.
printed beautifully, and I've listed your tractor here. And I did a test print of the combines, and I just have to get around to listing them, but they're beautiful. So for those who don't know, James Regier has created these incredible combines and tractors that are being sold at miniprints.com. And the tractor's up. and now I have to get the combines.
I have also printed a combine.
That's not a combine.
Oh yes,
All right, there.
passenger baggage car
I don't think
is
that
referred to as a
harvests.
combine.
That doesn't harvest wheat and grain, does it?
No, but it is called a combine.
Oh, all right, fair enough. There is room for two more people. If someone has tried to get in and you would like to join, you're more than welcome to.
Good evening, Bernard.
Hey, Dave Hammer, how are you?
Good. So here's a question for you.
Yes.
What was your first train show where you were live as Mini Prints?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Like when did Mini Prints first debut at a train show?
I'd have to go back and look, but I've got to think. Oh, I do know where it was. My first
I think
trade
I
show was Timonium.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It was Timonium in, I guess, October, November. And I was there with Sparky. So if Sparky would come on, he could remind me when.
It was October.
October, and it was probably, what, 3 years ago, maybe?
It was a while. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was before my first Springfield, and this was my third Springfield. So my third Springfield was 2000, so 2025, 2024. I'm going to guess October 2023.
Yeah, it was kind of a test run for Amherst for the
It
scanner.
was. It was a practice for sure.
wasn't the first show you did pop up at OVR.
That actually, yes.
2021?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's right, because OVR was a practice for Timonium, and then Timonium was a practice for Amherst, and then Amherst was a practice for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right there, Trackside Mike.
Another
that was
question.
that
Are you
was
still coming to
2020.
the convention in July? Or is that still up in the
Oh,
air?
that's a really, 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 really good question. I want to. I'm registered. So right now, the only U.S. show that I have on my agenda is the NMRA National in Novi,
in July.
and I absolutely would love to do it. And I'm supposed to come down, but I'd be perfectly honest. The border situation just has me very nervous. I just heard a story about someone with Ontario plates getting their tires slashed in the US, and then it got worse from there. And there's just this weirdness going on right now. And I don't know. I mean, I'm a straight shooter. I play by the rules. I've got nothing to hide, but it is so arbitrary getting across the border right now. And with the horror stories I've heard about, opening up your cell phone and finding a post from 6 years ago, and I don't know. I'm I'm a little bit wary about traveling, as I think all Canadians are right now. If things simmer down, there is nothing that would make me happier.
Well,
Absolutely nothing.
I know I'll be there with my Model Railroad Club, and I'm sure I'll probably be seeing a whole bunch of other people there as well.
I really want to. I really, really want to. Nothing would make me happier. I miss train shows, and I miss my friends, and I'm hoping that we will get into a world where we're back to normal, because we are all friends. I'm not quite sure what's going on or why, but it is my hope. It is my hope that cooler heads will prevail, and that we will go back to being each other's best friends.
I got to
And
jump off.
Thanks for joining, Trackside.
Thanks for having me, and happy birthday. And here's to another 5.
And are you going live in 10?
I'm going live. Well, it says I'm past, but
Oh,
I'm a little late. But yeah, 8
all
o'clock.
right. All right.
Take care.
Thanks for
Till the next
joining.
one. Keep it on the tracks.
All right. That's awesome.
I don't know if you heard this or not, Bernard, but Train Fest for this year did get moved up, set up as Halloween, and the show's the first and second.
I know.
Same place as it was last year.
And that's another fantastic
Oh,
show.
it's at the
I would
Baird Center again.
Yeah, same place,
Oh,
just moved up 2 weeks.
I
I
would
thought they were moving to the fairgrounds again.
They were, but a $50,000 cost difference changed their minds.
Huh.
And
I
it's
would
more square footage at the Bard Center than it is at the State Fairgrounds.
I
Okay.
I mean, I think that's the saddest thing for me. I mean, the good news is, there's no, I mean, the business, provided that people are still interested, the business will continue. And sales have been decent. And I'm thrilled that there's no taxes or duties or tariffs. But I mean, I just don't see myself, loading a module into a car and crossing the border. Even if, there is zero commerce happening and I come down just as an attendee, I just don't see, you know, I just don't see how that's going to work in this current climate.
I've
Um,
I've I've absolutely heard a ton of horror stories. Uh, Even witnessed a couple on the Amtrak train that we were just on, to come home.
Mm.
That was trying to get to the Canadian consulate in Dallas. Just
Oops.
there's an echo in here.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, there's
So
an echo in here?
what happened, James?
I didn't catch the entire story, and but they were claiming that they'd somehow misplaced their passports and had to get to the consulate, and yeah, they were. It was this weird situation,
Yeah,
and I just felt really bad for them, and they talked about winding up in a homeless shelter and it being concentration camp like conditions, but I don't know what I don't I I know there's all sorts of awful stuff going on right now,
yeah, it's
unfortunately.
it's weird. It's weird, and I think we need to just wait for calmer heads to prevail, and I think it will. I mean, if if the stock market's any indication, people are not happy. Um, I just want to address Anthony's question. Yes, the switch handles are ready, Anthony, and I sent you an email of a photograph of them, and they are absolutely spectacular. This is a special request that Anthony wanted, which are switch stands with the modern easy throw handles. uh, and they look great. They will be up on the website very soon. So
Are those
definitely
in
check
Z
your
scale?
email. What's that?
Can I get those in Z scale?
Don't you want TT?
Or maybe TTTT?
Did you see the April Fools on
Yes.
TTT scale? That was pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Although the way things are going, I'm sure there will be a TTT scale pretty soon.
Now, Bernard, what about doing Lionel or even G scale and keep going up instead of going down scale?
Some things are available in G scale. The only problem I've found with G scale is that things are so big that they take so long to print, and I'm not sure people want to spend the money to cover the time it takes, because a G scale print can take like anywhere from 5 to 8 hours, depending on what item it is, and they're time consuming prints. They take a lot of material and a lot of time. So I do G scales, and Dan, I can absolutely make you a G scale mini U if you would like one. And I do G scale for some things on request. So absolutely. And Sparky, are you hiding? Will you not come out and play? Maybe there was a bad haircut or something. Anyway, you're more than welcome. Anyone is more than welcome to come on and join. We'll wrap it up relatively soon. Oh, Stephen here would like to join. I see Stephen. It says offline. I don't know what that. Maybe there was a bad haircut or something. Oh,
All
are
right.
you more than welcome? Anyone is more than welcome to come on and join. Okay, if
we'll
you are
wrap it
coming on,
relatively
I'm just
soon.
going to mute you
Oh,
there for a
Stephen
second.
here would like to.
If you are coming on, please mute your Facebook or YouTube. You can still watch it. Just turn the volume down so we don't get the feedback. All right. Are you there? Oh, all right. We'll come back to
I
Stephen.
I was going to jump off Bernard, but congratulations on 5 years. And and my favorite mini print so far has been the underground shelter and the zombies.
Oh, awesome.
That was a lot of fun, and it was one of those that I can't fit it into the layout, so doing it as a peanut butter lid was absolutely perfect.
And there will be another peanut butter lid challenge, Hector, because I know you're getting ready for that. So I haven't announced it yet, but there will definitely be another peanut butter lid challenge, and we'll wrap up relatively soon if there are no new people that would like to come and join. But I have a super special announcement that I'm really excited about for next month. So if you do drop off, still watch the rest of the show or come back and watch the replay because in about 5 minutes, I'm going to make an announcement about our special guest for May. And I think people are going to really like to see who that is. And here comes customer number 00001. I know that you're definitely in the top three, Mr. Steve. Welcome.
Yeah. Hey, welcome. Thanks very much, Bernard.
Yeah, thanks for joining. So I should tell everyone that before I started mini prints, when I first printed out the little HO scale beaver that I wanted, there were a bunch of people that said, "Hey, those are cool. Can I have one?" And this is before I even thought about creating a company or selling them online or anything. And Muskoka Steve, right here, has the very first 0000001 3D printed beaver that I got from Shapeways. So after mine, I think yours is the second one ever produced.
Yeah, I'm trying to share the picture of those first beavers. Let me see.
Oh, yeah. If you try sharing your screen, I might be able to add it. Here we go. Let's see. Add to scene. There we go.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, there it is.
I'll zoom in.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first beavers that you printed.
It is right there. And those weren't even from me. Those were from Shapeways back in the day.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before you could have your 3D printers.
That is like the OG, as my kids would say.
That's right.
That stupid little critter got me into where I am, the mess I am in today.
Yeah.
It was
So
definitely a proof of concept.
there's a couple of your current prints.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to back it up and get it. Sorry, I can't get it in focus here. But that's the mini me. Whoops, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the edge guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
First over the edge. That was me.
Yeah. You were number one there too. Yeah.
So,
Edge one.
Yeah. Edge one.
So how's your layout coming along?
We got some modules in progress. Yeah.
Excellent.
Hopefully next year at this time we'll actually have some trains running.
Nice.
But, yeah. Well,
excellent.
It's been a while.
Well, I'm so glad you joined.
Now, Bernard, there was someone that asked earlier whether you could do brass mini prints of those switch stands.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
well, I've heard of a method of doing it, and
well,
in fact,
anything is possible given enough time and money.
Yeah.
The question is whether or not it would be, easily economically feasible.
Well, like I'm just saying there was somebody that had me do a print, and I think I did it in Ceratec gray
Yep.
and sent it to them, and they sent it to someone who does lost wax brass castings, and they simply burned the resin out and then put in their brass casting and said it worked pretty well.
It probably would. The question is, though, what would a brass switch stand do for you that a 3D printed one wouldn't? I mean,
I could see better durability for it.
yeah, I mean, I
If you
can
would,
see that.
because those would be prone to finger bumps and that sort of thing.
That is true. Yeah, that's definitely true. Although the question would become then cost, risk, reward, but it's worth looking at, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's certainly someone could buy something from you and uh, and send it to one of those shops and do it themselves, that kind of thing. But that
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
and the interesting thing is, and this is a good thing. I wonder how long until we can just 3D print metal.
Well,
I
it can be done, but it's expensive right now.
Yeah, but for how long? I mean, that's the next thing, right?
Yeah.
Or even just new. I'm sure they're going to come out with new resins all the time that are just even more,
more
rigid,
durable. Yeah,
more durable. Exactly.
yeah.
Then again, I mean, if you buy it and put it on your layout and you break it, I'll send you another one. It would be fun to start casting metal, though.
It would be. Yeah.
That could get dangerous, though. I would enjoy it. All right, very good. So, if anyone else would like to join, or if anyone has any sort of final thoughts on the evening, I do have a couple of announcements. I will share, if I may. Let's see, how do I do this? I want to share. All right, let's stop the screen share and then start it again. So I mentioned earlier that, let's see if we could do it like this. No, Dan, you're the man there. Yeah, you get the prime position.
Well, I'll talk while you're figuring it out. I just wanted to say I really appreciate all you do. Like we talked earlier how I started out as customer, whatever, single digit.
Yep,
And you and I have become friends. Like I went from customer to friend. We've hung out in person. You've
totally.
done custom work for me. And that's something that I want to really stress is if anyone has an idea, I think you can do it. Like I remember when you did the skateboarders, and I was like,
Yep,
"This is cool, but I want to do a skateboard shop. I want to
right.
have like a dozen kids hanging outside. I want boards hanging in the window for sale." You did it for me. We've talked about doing the same with a guitar shop, and we just haven't gotten around to finding time when to do it. We've talked about you did sailors for somebody, and they were from another country, and I was like, "Well, can you do that American sailors with the white soup bowl hats?" And there's so many things that you can do.
Yep,
Folks just need to ask. And the fact that I bet everyone on this chat, on this live stream, whether they're in the room with their face shown or they're just in the chat on YouTube or Facebook, can say, we all went from customer to friend. My
absolutely.
coworker who 3D prints, he doesn't do resin, he does filament. I always say my friend Bernard, my friend from Toronto. I never say the store I buy from. And I
That's
think we all share that.
really nice, Dan. Thank you. I feel the same way, and I can't wait until we can all get together again and hang out. And everything that is produced is either something that I want for my layout, or a request like Anthony switch stands, or these metal the stars that they put through buildings to hold them together. It's that type of of challenge and inspiration that I really enjoy. So thank you. Keep the ideas coming. Speaking of ideas, I want to share some pictures. This is the picture that we talked about earlier that Hector did, the fabulous Canadian Mountie with the really nice totem pole. Adam created this incredible scene straight out of Twister with the 3D printed Dorothy in the back of the pickup truck. I think that's just beautiful. Keith Hackelman is always posting these incredibly inspirational models that he's created, just so prolific, to the Mini Prints Modelers group, where all these pictures are from. And he's used a whole bunch of mini prints there: the lit stove, the broom, the rocking chair. I think one of our skulls on the wall there. Really beautiful work. And he also did this amazing thing. I've never seen this before. It's so inspiring. This is 1/87 scale, so it's HO scale. And he did like petroglyphs, like cave paintings. Isn't that amazing? Like, I've never seen anyone do that before. It's just inspired modeling. Jerry Coffey, who also posts a lot of the work he's done, did our Johnny Cash Orange Blossom special figure on top of a hopper, which worked out really well. Michael Wilson, look at this fantastic picture. Married one of our pop-up campers with this incredible station wagon from, what's it, probably the 60s. Just love that scene. Photographed so well. John Sharp, those are our O-scale Olivers. And Michael, there's some wildlife there by the train station. And here's the announcement. All right, so this is the announcement I wanted to make. We'll wrap it up here if there are no other comments, or if people don't want to come back on. We can certainly chat as long as people would like, but I'm so excited. Has anyone here ever heard of the author Linwood Barclay? He is a very well-known crime, mystery, thriller writer. He is Toronto-based, but New York Times, apparently good friends with Stephen King, runs in that circle. He's a name that sort of mystery thriller authors would recognize. He has just written a new book. You can Google his name. You'll see all the books he's written, called Whistle. And Whistle is a novel about basically a haunted model train set. I mean, without giving too much away, I'll read you a little bit here. The tagline for this book, I love it. The tagline for the book is, let's see if I could find it. Here. Some toys should be left alone. Which I love. Anyway, the gist of the book is that a mother and her son move into a house, and they move to a small town looking for a fresh start, and they discover this train set in the basement, and I think it gets kind of crazy from there. So let's see. Her son, Charlie, finds an old train set in a locked shed on the property. He's thrilled, but there's something eerie about the toy. As weird things start happening in the neighborhood, Annie can't help but feel she's walked out of one nightmare and right into another. So Linwood Barclay will be my very special guest next month, which I believe is May 7th. And Linwood is a model railroader. He has a fantastic layout in his basement. So he is a model railroader first and foremost, and an author. And we will be talking about his model railroad journey, his model railroad layout, and the book that he has written. And as far as I know, this is the first time that a model railroad has been a character, a main character in a work of fiction, a book anyway. certainly we could argue it's, that's been in Beetlejuice and other movies like that. But I'm really looking forward to this conversation. And yes, Nelson, it absolutely does sound like real life. I know that every time I go into the basement, the kids and the wife scream and shriek in horror. So it
What
it does ring true.
I'm wondering if this novel would have been inspired by a decoder that had taken on a mind of its own, like they sometimes want to.
Yeah, exactly. It could be a decoder gone bad. Yeah, it could be a husband that goes down to the basement and never emerges. You know, there's could be the bank account that emptied out after the train show. I mean, there's all sorts of horror stories in what we do. So it should be a really really fun discussion next month.
I,
So
I swear it was a poltergeist that transferred all these funds to Rapido.
I don't know what happened. It just, it just something happened and I don't know why. All right, let's put everyone back. How do I? Oh, hi. Yeah, hi, Thomas. You got the center square there. We're going to just randomly put people in the hot seat. I don't know how to go back into. There we go. There's the view again.
Well, this is Amy Bucks, right? This is a new one. I think, what's his name? Rick the Tree, he talked about this a long time ago. Amy Bucks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Braun saying the ghost that sent all my money to Fast Tracks. Yes. So it's been a thrill. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining for the birthday, and for the kind words. I look forward to another 5 years, hopefully, of creating lots of fun little minis. Um, and it's really been fun not to have to go through a slide deck and just hear from all of you. Any last words? We'll go around. Thomas, any last thoughts?
No, I'm good. Just glad to be here. And again, congratulations on your 5 years. And it was nice seeing all the other guys in here tonight. And this big group thing is really a good thing to do. I like this.
Yeah, I like it too. We'll definitely do this again. Jim, any final thoughts for people watching?
Well, I'd say I'm definitely glad I was able to attend tonight and hope to get another order in soon of stuff.
Thank you.
And if I may, I might be able to share a photo from my layout.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's see.
Love to see it. Well, you pull that up. Steve, any thoughts? Okay. Oh, wonderful. Nice. All right, let me share Jim's picture and then we'll share your picture. So what do we have here, Jim?
Well, it's still a work in progress. I'm still fitting everything in, but it's going to be a scene on my layout of a farmhouse in an expanding residential area set in the fall. As you can see, you have the garbage bags right in the center. You have your lawnmower guy and the lawnmower or the rider mower itself and your crates all in the same shot.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I'm hoping to get some what is it? The not the Scenic Express, the static grass down at some point soon.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
Steve, do you have a picture you'd like to share? All right. No. Oh, there we go. Here, let me make it big. Oh, nice graffiti. Oh, wow. Nice Nice scene. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, yeah. I like your scenery. Yep. Perfect. Very good. Love it. That looks like a really sweet layout. Really fun. Here we go, big. Oh wow, you've got some work there. Oh yeah. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, very nice. And I see you put a little um, moss on the roof there. That looks great. Yeah. No, no, no. We can see it great. It looks wonderful. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Beer run. Perfect. Oh, ha, that's great. Oh, wonderful. I really like what you did with the car there with the vegetation. That turns out great. Oh my God, you got to post a picture of that on the Mini Prince Modelers group. That's wonderful. I've never seen someone do that before. That looks really good. That is awesome. That's perfect. Great imagination. I love it. It's you got to have fun with it. James, any last thoughts?
Well, happy anniversary. And yeah, looking forward to doing more stuff together.
Absolutely, and I will definitely get this listed. It's just it's been one thing after another, but it'll be up by this weekend at the very latest. Both of them. Absolutely. And Dan, you were the first in, so it seems fair that you get the last word.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen too, real quick.
All right.
Of course, let's go to window. Let's go to here. I guess I have to do entire screen, and then go to here. Let me know if you can see it.
All right. Once, hang on, stop share screen. Oh, I got stop sharing screen on my end. Okay, try now. And then there we go.
Oh, so did I mess it up? Let's go.
No, I think someone laughed or I might have bumped somebody.
All right, so I'm going to share my entire screen because that
Yeah.
seems to be. Oh, I know what it's probably putting it on the there we go.
Not seeing anything come up now.
Here we go. Share.
Oh, there we go. Add
And,
to scene.
and you should now see a picture of my basement.
No, I see the monitor that we're all on right now.
I see you too.
There we go.
So, blank canvas. I am starting a new layout, a very small one, 2 modules, 2 foot by 6 and 2 foot by 4.
Oh,
This is
wow.
what I did over the weekend. So this is a blank canvas waiting for mini prints, and I'm
Oh.
excited to see what the next 5 years brings.
Well, seems like a perfect place to leave it. So we are filled with opportunity. So you've thrown down the challenge. I accept the challenge, and I have a whole bunch right there on the board beside me are all the things I'm creating for the April Mini Prints of the Month Club. And there are some things I think that will fit quite nicely on the module that you just showed me.
Should
So
I just, mail you my credit card now? Would it be easier?
No, thank you. I can't handle that responsibility. Thomas, Dan, thank you so much for joining. Everyone, thank you. It's been a lot of fun. 5 more years, and join me next May 7th, Wednesday, May 7th, 7 p.m. For Whistle a Novel with Linwood Barkley, model railroader, author, and I will have lots and lots of new mini prints to share with everyone. Okay, everyone. Thanks again. Thanks, Thomas.
Good night.
Appreciate everyone. Apologies if I offended anyone. We live in a crazy world. I'm just happy that we're all friends and that we like trains and that we will get through this insanity and hopefully get back to normal as soon as possible. And 5 more years. Let's see what we can come up with. Send me your ideas, your suggestions, your thoughts. And as always, thanks, everyone. Bye.